Welcome, guys, to this training on build your first complete Facebook Messenger bot in less than 30 minutes. And of course, the 30 minutes that I'm talking about is the tech part where you actually go inside of Manychat and build your bot. Before that, I'm going to take you through some slides just because I want to make sure that both of us, all of us are on the same page when it comes to bots. So we're going to go through a short presentation where I'm going to talk about what chatbots are, what are the basic building blocks, and what we are going to be implementing today. And then we're going to go inside of Manychat, which is the platform we're going to be using for this training. And I'm going to show you how you can set up a bot right now. So let's get started. So basically, again, we are going to be talking about what is a chatbot, the building blocks of a chatbot, and building an entry point for people to subscribe to your bot. And then finally, we are going to go and implement this. So in terms of the timeline, when it comes to implementation, we're going to spend about 10 minutes on the building blocks. And we're going to spend 20 minutes on actually creating an entry point for people to subscribe to your bot and then taking them through a sequence very similar to an email sequence. So again, what is a bot? If you've been using bots before, or if you've come across messenger bots for other businesses, if you found them spammy, because most of them are, let me just clear the air a little bit. A messenger bot is just a software that uses artificial intelligence for communication. Now, this sounds a little complicated, but it is not. In terms of software, we're using Facebook Messenger along with Manychat. And in terms of artificial intelligence, we're just, using Messenger like we would use email. So like we create forms, sequences, broadcasts in an email autoresponder. Similarly, we create those things in a messenger bot, and that exactly is what AI is. So artificial intelligence is basically if someone's replying with something, the bot knows what to respond next, and that is because we have built the bot that way. And the reason why a lot of businesses are getting into chatbots is because the technology that we use, it minimizes the need for human output, allowing time for more high value tasks. So for example, if you're a consultant or a coach, and if someone were to book an appointment and if they want to work with you, they probably have a lot of questions, and most of these questions are common questions. So a lot of people have similar questions. So if you would just automate this part where you have the questions and the answers to those questions inside of your bot, you would actually avoid the time that you spend in talking to those people asking very commonly asked questions, right? So you could do that through a bot. Again, the other thing is with email open rates being so low these days, bots act as a great complement to email marketing. They will not completely replace email marketing, at least not yet, because again, Facebook Messenger bots are on Facebook, which is a social media platform, and you never know when that disappears. But they act as a great complement to whatever you're already doing in your business, because they act as an additional touch point, as an additional visibility point, and they just help you be on top of the mind of your ideal clients or customers. So the first thing before we get into actually creating bots is how we're going to create non-spammy bots. So I know a lot of bots out there come across as spammy, and most of the times that is unintentional. But if you build your bots in a certain way, it is very easy to avoid being spammy. So the first thing is we are going to let them know that this is a bot. So we want to let them know right up front that they're talking to a bot and not to an actual human, because you don't want to fool them, right? You want to be very transparent with them and just let them know. And the way I do this is I create a personality for my bot. So every client I've worked with, I've created a personality for their bot so that it makes the entire process interesting, engaging, and also spam free, because since you've projected yourself as a bot personality, they know that you're bot. Again, you want to give them an option to unsubscribe, and the easiest way to do that is at the end of your message, you'll put a PS where you'll be, if you ever want to unsubscribe, just type stop. And third thing is you want to tag them so that you send them only relevant messages. Now, this is not very important if you're like only in, running only one kind of business. But even then, sometimes, people are interested in different things. And if they're interested in one particular thing, for example, if they're interested in learning email marketing for affiliate, as an affiliate marketer, they are probably not interested in learning about paid traffic as an affiliate marketer. So you want to make sure you're keeping those kind of avatars separate, and you can do that by tagging them, very similar to tagging in email autoresponders. So if you guys are here with me, if all of this is making sense to you, put in a hashtag yes. Let me know that this is making sense, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments so that we can be on the same page before we actually go into the platform and start creating the bot. So let me know, guys. I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds. Put in a hashtag yes so that I know that we're good to go ahead. And if you have any questions, put them down so that we're getting started on the same page. Okay, awesome. I got a yes. Awesome. What is Manychat? Great question. So Manychat is very similar to using either ConvertKit or MailChimp or ActiveCampaign for your emails. So like you have to use an email autoresponder to send out emails to your email list. Similarly, you have to use a software to send out messages through Messenger, and Manychat is that software. I hope that made sense. Let me know if you understood what I was trying to say, and if not, I can explain it more. So while I wait for your comments, let's get started and let's talk about the building blocks. Okay, so the first building block is a greeting text. Now, greeting text is not the most important thing when you're building a bot, because someone will see it only if they come to your bot through your Facebook business page, and they're only going to see it once. So let's go into Facebook and I will show you a greeting text. So I'm going to open my business page. I should have opened this earlier because I know this is going to be slow. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you've tried building a bot, but it's not worked, let me know in the comments and probably I can help you build a better bot. So, okay, this is my page. So when people come to your Facebook business page and get on your bot, that kind of happens very rarely because we're going to talk about entry points to the bot, and those are the main ways that you'll be getting people inside your bot. But since we want to have our foundations in place, we want to make sure that we have all our basic billing bots out, basic building blogs out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on test button. Rachel says, I just started a challenge to build an email list and would like to have a bot done for Facebook because most people are on Facebook. That's correct. So a challenge is a great way, or a bot is a great place to run a challenge, because what happens is when you run like a 5 to 7 day challenge, when you're running it through email, most people tend to like stop, opening emails after second or third day. And it happens. I also do it because I receive so many emails. I don't end up going through the entire challenge and, just doing all the things. So you can definitely create a bot for your challenge so that, and we're going to be talking about sequences, but you can have a sequence. So if it's a 5 day challenge, you can have a 5 message sequence so that, every day you're sending out a video or you're inviting them to watch a video or a PDF, whatever it is. And people are more likely to open that. Anne Marie says, I've built one, but I don't think it's as streamlined as it could be. Awesome. So let's go through the implementation part today, and then you'll probably be able to figure out what you can do better. So now I'm going to show you the greeting text. Trying to open my bot here. Okay. Okay, I don't know what this is, but let me refresh this and let's go back. So there are 3 main building blocks. The first is greeting text. The second is going to be our main menu. And the third is going to be our welcome message. Now, these 3 things are the basic things that your bot should have. Now, when you're getting people onto your bot through your landing page or through a URL, they're mostly not going to come across these things. But if someone goes to your Facebook business page and wants to get on your bot, for those reasons, you want to make sure that you have these 3 main things in place. And again, since these are the very basic things and not as important as some of the things that we're going to speak about today, I don't want to spend too much time on this. So during the implementation phase, we're probably going to spend 10 minutes in creating these things. Let's go to Facebook and see if I can figure out what's up. Okay. Awesome. So when someone clicks on the send message button on your Facebook business page, the screen will open up and it is just loading. So just give me a second. Okay. So this text right here, this is a greeting text. And again, someone will see this text only when they click on the send message button that is there on your Facebook business page. And once they click on get started, they are never going to see this greeting text again unless they go ahead and delete the conversation and start the process again. So this is the greeting text for my bot. And this bot is basically, okay, Anne Marie has a question. She says, I'm confused about the difference. Yep. So yeah, we'll talk about the difference. So this is a greeting text. This is something that someone sees when they first click on the send message button on your Facebook business page. So you probably want to spend like a minute or two in creating this, because again, someone's going to see it only once, but you want to make it in such a way that you want to have a call to action, which I have here towards the end, which says to get started, just hit that blue button below. And before that, I'm saying that, this bot is basically to help you learn more about Facebook Messenger bots. So, and then to get started, just hit the blue button below. So have, maybe 2 or 3 lines, use emojis just to make it more interesting. And what you can do is you can just say what your bot does. Now here I've also given my bot a personality like I spoke about before, that just to be non-spammy and make it very clear that you're talking to a bot and not to an actual human. I've given my bot a name. You can do the same thing, or you can just say, this is a bot. You don't need to really give it a name or a personality, but giving it a personality just makes it more interesting. So this is a greeting text. Again, just take a couple of minutes to write 2 or 3 lines about what you want to convey in your greeting text. If you are an affiliate marketer, you could say something like, um, "Hey, hey there, this is an affiliate bot," or whatever you want to name it. If you want to learn more about how you can make money online through affiliate marketing, click below to get started. Or if you teach someone about marketing or Facebook ads, similarly, you could say something like, "Learn if you want to learn more about Facebook ads, click below to get started." If you want to learn more about how you could become more productive, click below to get started. So whatever it is that you offer in your business, you can use that as your greeting text, and just make sure you have that call to action towards the end that says click below to get started. So this is the greeting text. Now, when I click on get started, the first message that pops up is the welcome message. Again, this welcome message will only be visible to people if they come to your Facebook business page and click on get started here. So when they click on get started, the first message that pops up is the welcome message. This is just slow, but yep. So in your welcome message, you want to make sure you're using GIFs, you're using emojis, you're using all these things that just make your bot a little more interactive and engaging. So I have a GIF here, and then I kind of make it a little interesting and fun. So I again introduce myself here saying, "My name is Growy and I love helping humans like you. My main job is to assist you in growing your audience, getting you leads, increasing your sales using species like me." And then I say I meant the power of messenger bot marketing. So just kind of making it a little fun. Of course, you can decide what kind of personality you want your bot to have, but just make sure you're not using very formal language, because that kind of takes away the entire conversational marketing aspect of messenger marketing. So this is a welcome message. And then for your welcome message, you have an option of 3 buttons. So by 3 buttons, I mean 3 call to actions. So you can, have people, depending on what kind of things you're already using in your business. So if you have a lead magnet, you could have that as one of the call to actions. If you get on calls with people and are a coach or a consultant, you could put that as a call to action. You could also put something like join my free Facebook group, or check out this blog post, any of those things. So anything that take them to the next step in the process of getting to know you better. And then here I have also given them an option of I'll pass for now. So you have 3 buttons that you can use, and make sure you use them in a very strategic way. Again, I want to let you know that all of these can be changed, whenever you want. So just make sure that you're getting these things set up and not really thinking about perfection, because today you set something up, you can go and change that tomorrow, right? So make sure you have that in mind when we go through the actual implementation part, and don't spend too much time on thinking a lot. Just go ahead and put some call to actions um, and get started, and then you can eventually go and change those. So that is the welcome message. The third thing is the main menu, which again is not really visible on the desktop version of Messenger. You have to click on these three lines to kind of check out the main menu. But when you're on your app, your Facebook Messenger app on your phone, at the bottom you can really see the main menu of a bot. So let me click on this. This is the main menu. Again, these are three call to actions that you can have here. So again, work with me, book a call, get the guide, whatever, at whatever phase you are in your business. If you're trying to grow your Facebook group, you'll have a call to action regarding your Facebook group. If you're trying to grow your email list along with your bot list, you'll have a call to action regarding your email list, right? So just sending them to a landing page, sending them to a sales page, sending them to your call scheduling link. So all of these things. So there are tons of different ways you can use these buttons. Again, when you're just getting started, you want to make sure you just have this set up, and eventually you can improve on it and keep changing it, but just make sure you have these things set up. So these are the three building blocks that we'll be building today as part of the implementation process. And let's go back to the slides. And then let's talk about entry points. Now, this is the most important thing when it comes to implementing bots, because like I said, the basic building blocks are the foundation for your bot, but not everyone's going to come to your bot through your Facebook business page. You can use different entry points to get people on your bot in the same way like you use email pop-ups or email bars to get people onto your email list so you have those boxes where people put in their name and email address and then click on get now or buy now, whatever, and then they're added to your email list. Similarly, there are tons of options to get people onto your bot. And for today, we are going to be going with the ref URL option, and I'll talk more about it when we go inside of Manychat. But for you to use, there are I think there are more than 10 options that you can use and experiment and test with to get people into your bot. So in terms of entry point, we're going to create a ref URL. And what we're going to do is we are going to decide what we are going to offer in exchange for people to click on the ref URL. And then we are going to attach a sequence. So basically, the ref URL is like a form, an email form. And then the bot sequence is like an email sequence. So like you attach your email sequence to your form, similarly, we are going to attach our bot sequence to our ref URL. And once you go through the steps that I'm going to show you today in this video, you can share that ref URL anywhere in the same way like you share your landing page link, right? And then you can start building your bot list starting today. So we are done with the presentation part of this training. If you guys are here with me and if you are we're on the same page, you understood whatever I spoke about, let me know in the comments so that we can move forward and go inside of Manychat and start building our bot. So I'm going to wait for a couple of minutes, let you guys ask any questions that you might have, and put in a hashtag bot if you're ready to get inside of Manychat and start creating your bot. Also, for those people who are wondering, Manychat is free to get started with. So everything that we're going to do today is going to be on the free version, and then the paid version starts at $10 a month. But if you're just getting started, you do not need the paid version. So put in any questions in the comments and let's get started. Awesome. Anne-Marie says, so helpful so far. I'm glad that it's making sense, and I'm glad that it's helpful. Yep. So we will talk about the different entry point options, although we will not cover all of those today. We will cover one, which is going to be the ref URL, but when I'm creating the ref URL, I'll show you the different options that are there. Okay, so I think everyone's good. So let's get into Manychat. So if you haven't used Manychat before, all you have to do is go to manychat.com, and if you're already logged into Facebook on your desktop, it'll just say sign up for free and then sign up through Facebook, and then it'll show you a list of all the pages, all the business pages that you are an admin for, and then you just have to click on connect. Once you click on connect, it'll just connect your business page to ManyChat. So I can show that to you. So I have a lot of pages already connected, but I'm just going to click on add new page just to show you how to get inside of ManyChat. This is really slow. So when you log into ManyChat using Facebook, you'll see the screen, and this will be a blue button that would say connect. So you just click on that, and then it'll say connected, and that means your business page is connected to your ManyChat account. Hey, Nicole. Okay, awesome. So we are inside the ManyChat dashboard, and this is a new page. So again, this page, I'm also starting from scratch with you guys. So this is a new page. Under dashboard here, you will see all your bot statistics. So your subscribers, unsubscribes, all of those things. So I have just removed 10 people who had subscribed to this bot because it was not ready. So I just removed those people, and this on the left is your dashboard, and all of the options are available here. So the first thing we're going to do is create our greeting text. For greeting text, we are going to go under settings here. I'm just going to click on it, and this here, right here, is going to be where you're going to create your greeting text. Now, this 160 is the character limit for your greeting text, so you want to make sure you are within that character limit. So if you're implementing these things with me, just open a tab or open ManyChat on your desktop, and you can just follow the steps. Just create something very basic now, and you can go back and update it. So for greeting text, I'm just going to say, hey, hey there, uh, want to learn more about online marketing? And I'm just going to put some emoji. Click below to get started. And then you just save this, and you click on see how it looks. So this is how it's going to look like. So this is the phone app view. This is how it's going to look like. So this is the greeting text. So we are done with the greeting text. Again, you want to make sure it's very simple, and just like 2 or 3 lines, not too much text. So once you're done this, so our first building block is ready. If you guys are here with me following this, let me know in the comments, put in a hashtag yes, and we can go to the next step now. The next step is our welcome message. So for welcome message, we are going to go under automation on the left dashboard right here, automation and welcome message. So again, I'm just going to say, hey. Okay, Rachel, awesome. So, hey, first name. So you just click this bracket thing here and select first name. So this will basically tag their first name. Welcome to my online space. Um, my name is EduBot, and I am here to help you create better marketing systems in your business. What can I help you with today? Again, you want to make it very straightforward, very simple, very easy to kind of read through and not really like complex language, right? And again, you probably want to use more emojis. And again, you can also use GIFs here. So for using a GIF, all you have to do is drag this image card here, and then you can just click on this and select a GIF from your desktop. I kind of don't have any GIFs right now, so I'm going to skip that. But you can use all of these. You can use a video, you can use an audio, you can also just upload a PDF file here, right here. So this is my welcome message, and the three buttons that I'm gonna choose are basically join my Facebook group, so now when they click on this, I want my Facebook group link to open. So I'm gonna click on open website, and then I'm gonna put the link to my Facebook group. So let's do that. And then let's click on done. And then the second button is going to be book a call. And then for this thing, I want it to open my call scheduling link. So I'm just going to put a random link here, but this is going to be your call scheduling link. And the third button is going to be read or maybe watch a video on bots. So you want to keep in mind that all of these buttons have a character limit. So here it's showing me a red -1. So I'm just gonna remove the and then I want this to open my YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna put my channel link here. Right now I'm just putting a random link, but this will be your YouTube channel link. Done. So this is your welcome message. Once you've done this and you've put in the links, you can see this icon here. This means that the links are attached. And then you're just going to click on publish. And you're just going to enable this so that it is activated. And this is the welcome message. And the last building block is the main menu. So under automation, you have this main menu, and this is where we're going to create the main menu. Now for the main menu, you can have the same call to actions like you did in the welcome message, or you can put in something else. So I'm just going to say, join the Facebook group. And again, here you want it to open a website, and you can put your Facebook group link here. If you want them to watch a video on bots, and then again select open website here and put in a link to your video, and that's it. That's your main menu. So for the free account, you can have two main menu call to actions, and on the paid account you can have 3. So this is our main menu, and I'm just going to click on update main menu. Now let's go to Facebook and check out this bot. It's going to be a little slow, but let's see if it works. So this bot is basically my other page. till this opens. So we are done with the basic building blocks. We are now going to go into creating an entry point and a sequence. So if you have any questions with regards to the basic building blocks, just put it in the comments and let me know if you have any questions, any concerns, any doubts. So here I'm just going to try to open this. Let's try to test this bot. So we just created this greeting text. It's right here. Hey there, want to learn more about online marketing? Click below to get started. Now, when they click on get started, it will trigger our welcome message that we just created. So this is the welcome message that we just created. And you can click on any of the buttons. And then here we'll see the main menu that we just created. So this is the main menu. So we've gone through the three main building blocks, and now we're actually going to start building our entry point and our sequence. So first, let's build the sequence because we're going to then connect it to our entry point. So under automation, you will go to sequences. And I'm just going to delete this. And on the top right here, you're going to click on new sequence. So before we get started with sequences, I want you to have something in mind that you're going to give away for people to click on your ref URL. So for example, Rachel here has a challenge. So she could tell people that, to get started with the challenge, click here, and that could be the ref URL. If you have a lead magnet that you're giving away, or training, a PDF guide, you could just, when you share this ref URL, you could just say, get the PDF guide here, and then you put the link. But I want you to have something in mind, even if it's as small as, coming and joining your Facebook group, that's okay. Because based on that is what we're going to create our messages. So all our messages are going to be based on what you're getting people to do and what you want them to do eventually. So it's like a sales funnel, but through the bot. So for me, for this example here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a ref URL that when people click on it, they'll get my Facebook Messenger bot guide, and then I'm going to take them through a sequence. So for the purpose of this training, we'll create a 3-message sequence, but of course you can keep adding and keep creating a bigger complex sequence. But I'm going to create a 3-message sequence, and in the last sequence, I'm going to invite them to book a call with me. So the sequence inside of a bot is very similar to an email sequence. You want to make sure you are providing them enough value before actually pitching them anything, right? So let's name the sequence right now. So I'm just going to name this bots guide because this is going to be attached to my bots guide delivery ref URL. So when you do that, Manychat just gives you these examples. So I'm just going to click on this first one. And here you have to click on edit flow right here. So Nicole says, I'm going to launch an offer and want to send a PDF, collect emails, send to Facebook group. So what you can do is you can either collect the email first or get them on the bot first. So once you get them on the bot, you can then ask them for their email address, and you can send that email address to your autoresponder using Zapier, or you can get their email address first by offering them a PDF and then share this ref URL method. So it's basically a URL that you can share inside the email, which will then get them on your bot. And through the bot, then you can give them different options about joining your Facebook group. You can talk more about your offers and all those things. So that's what you can do to kind of launch your offer and have the email address and have them on the bot as well. So now we're going to create the first message in our sequence. So the first message is always going to be the delivery of your lead magnet. So if it's a Facebook group they're joining, you're going to have a button to join the to get them to join the Facebook group. For the purpose of this training, an example, I'm going to be sharing my example where I am giving them a free Facebook Messenger bots guide. Nicole, you don't need a paid version of Manychat. Everything can be done with a free version. If you're doing the ref URL thing, if you're trying to use Zapier, then you probably might need a paid version. But if you're using MailChimp or ConvertKit, Manychat has a direct integration. But if you're doing the email first and then you want to get them on the bot, you don't need a paid version. So now let's create this first message. So I'm just going to say, hey, here is your guide. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the file option here and just attach the guide here. You can attach any kind of file. So I'm just going to, for example, maybe this is too big. Okay. Yeah, that's probably too big. So this is just an image, but similarly, you can attach a guide here or a PDF, or you can also share a video or an audio. So this is the first message, and I'm just going to hit publish. And then I am going to go back here, click on Pod Guide. So this is the first message, and I'm just going to turn it on. And then I'm going to create the second message where I'm going to again click on Edit Flow. And so I want to make it engaging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them a question. Did you know that Facebook Messenger has 1.2 billion daily users? And this is just so, they get a chance to click around on the buttons, and then I can really engage with them and get them to respond. So I'm just going to give them options. And the second option is going to be, I didn't know that. And then, so what's the next step? What happens when they click on this? So when they click on this, I want to send them a message. So click on send message, and then you create your message here. I'm just going to say, yes, it's true. And then I'm going to be like, check out my blog post where I talk about the 5 things you can, the 5 ways you can use bots in your business. So again, I'm just driving that multiple touch point. I am going to send them to a blog post. And here, when they click on this button called blog post, I want them to go to my blog. So I'm just going to put in my blog link here and say done. Again, you want to hit publish, and then you want to go back one step. And we created a reply for this one button. Now we have to create a reply for this second button. So when they click on I didn't know that, again, I want to send them the same message. So I'm going to be like, yes, it's true, and then check out my blog post, right? So you can type that out and then just say publish. And then you go back one step and you check everything's done here. and then you go back one step and you've created this message here, so you're going to switch it on. And you can decide when you want this message to go out. So the first message will go out immediately because again it's the delivery of what you're offering, and then the second message you can decide either after 1 day or 2 days. And then we're creating the last message as part of the sequence. Just click on edit flow, and again I'm going to ask them a question. It's the best way is to always start with a question. So I'm going to say, are you interested in implementing bots in your business? And I'm going to have a button that says yes. And then if they click on yes, I want to send them another message. So click on send message. Again, click on it and create the message. And then just say, awesome, book a free call to learn more. And then I can put in a button that says book call. And then here I will put in my call scheduling link. And just say done and say publish. Then it takes you back. Go one step back and again edit flow. And the second button is going to be not right now, because of course you want to give them at least two options. So not right now. So what this does is, by asking them questions, you're also making sure you're sending your call scheduling link to only to people who are actually interested in booking that call. So if they click on not right now, you want to send them a message saying, no problem, right? That's it, or something else. So hit publish. Again, go back one step here. This is done. And then again, you want to go back another step, get into your sequence, and you've created this message and just switch it on. I don't need this message right now because we are creating only a 3-part sequence. So and I'm going to change this here. I want to send this after 1 day, not 1 hour. So I'm going to change this here and click on save and update. So your sequence is done, and now we are going to create the entry point. Now for the entry point, we are going to go to growth tools. All of the growth tools are all your entry points. So I'm just going to delete this. I don't need this. And I'm just going to click on new growth tool. Now all of these things here are entry points. So you can have a button box, you can have an entire landing page, you can have Facebook comments, but we are going to select Messenger ref URL. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to name this bots guide. So under opt-in actions, this is the opt-in message. So as soon as someone clicks on that Messenger, on that URL, they're going to get this message. So we are going to change this here, and here add subscriber to sequence. We are going to select the sequence that we just created. So once someone opts in through this URL, they are going to get this message, the opt-in message, and then they're going to be put into this sequence. So I'm going to click on this message to edit it. First, just save everything. Click on edit message. And I'm just going to edit this message here. So Manychat just gives you an example. You can use something from that. So welcome. My name is, so this is like your welcome message, but for someone who's come in through the ref URL. My name is EduBot. I am here to help you in your messenger marketing journey. And then I'm going to say click below to get your guide. And then I want to have this PS, which says if you ever want to unsubscribe, just type stop. So here in the button is going to be get the guide. And once they click on it, it's also going to trigger the sequence because we are putting them on a sequence. So I'm just going to click done and I'm just going to click publish. Okay, get the guide. If they click on get the guide, I'm going to say awesome, and that will also trigger the sequence because the first message of the sequence is sent immediately. Now you want to go one step back here, check everything is done, then you want to go another step back here, and you've created your opt-in message, you have attached the sequence. Now just click on next, and this is your link. So when someone clicks on this link, they are going to become your bot subscriber. So you can also customize this link, the last part. So I'm just going to say bots guide, and it says please save. So I'm going to click save, and so here is that link. It says ref equal to bots guide. So I'm going to copy the link and let's see how this works. So now you have the link. This link is very similar to your landing page link. So if you've been building your email list and sharing your landing page where people put in their email address, whether that's on your website or on a different landing page builder, this link is very similar to that link. So if I had seen your post somewhere and you shared that link and I were to click on that link, let's see what happens. So I'm just going to paste this link here. And it opens inside of Messenger. This is a little slow. So it's going to open inside of Messenger and it's going to send me that message that we just created. Hey Shweta. Here. So now the reason why it just triggered the sequence was because I had put the sequence on triggering it immediately. What you can also do is you can trigger it after maybe like an hour. So what we're going to do is I'm going to change this opt-in message here and just give them the guide here so that they don't get all of these messages immediately. So I'm going to go in here and change this message and click on here awesome. Here is your guide. And then I'm going to attach the guide right here. So just attach it here. And then I'm going to click on publish. And then I'm going to go to my sequence under automation, sequences, and the sequence. And I'm going to change this first message and edit flow. And I can say, hey, did you get a chance to go through the guide? If not, check it out below. So that I'm just like kind of pushing the guide once more, because a lot of times people download lead magnets but don't really go through it. So I've changed the message here, and what I want to do is go back, and instead of immediately, I want to send it after 1 hour or maybe even like 6 hours, maybe. Yep, I'll do that. So now someone will get the first message only when they click on the guide will they receive the guide, And once they do that, they're going to be put in onto the sequence, and they'll get another message after 6 hours, and then after 2 days, after one day. Of course, this is just a three message sequence. You can have as long of a sequence as you want, but that's that's it. Like, we have gone ahead and implemented our first bot with an entry point, the basic building blocks, and also the sequence. You can just go through this training, pause it a little bit, and set this up for yourself and start getting bot subscribers. So I hope you guys found this training helpful. Um, if you've been here and watched through, thank you so much. And again, if you're here watching the replay, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them down in the comments, or just go ahead and ask them inside the group. If you have any questions related to your specific bot, I'd be happy to answer those questions. Nicole, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you're able to build your bot. Um, so thanks, guys, again for being here with me live today, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.